Hey guys, this is Heather from healthyeatingstartshere.com. So today I wanted to talk about comfort foods and where you draw the line between comfort food and food craving. So I think it's fantastic to enjoy your food, and everyone has comfort foods. My mom really likes spaghetti. I really like fruit. um, Anything that makes you feel good and that you get energy from, and maybe you get calmed down from. So maybe a comfort food for you is something that at the end of a long day of work, you feel just really peaceful and happy afterwards. So that's fine. But where it becomes a problem is if your comfort food is something that's unhealthy, so like French fries, or if your comfort food is becoming an addiction for you, so you can't control yourself in eating it, or if you're eating something that's kind of masking an issue that's really the underlying problem. So a few years ago, I was in a job that I really didn't enjoy, and I got into these gummy bears. They're these fruit-flavored gummy bears, and they were so good. And I got pretty addicted to them because I didn't want to deal with the stress that I was facing at work. And so gummy bears were like my outlet. And that's not healthy, number one, because they're gummy bears, but number two, because I'm really not dealing with the problem. So eventually I did have to face the music, and in my case, the right choice for me was to leave that job. I'm not saying that the answer to a food addiction is to quit your job, but for me, that's what I had to do. And since then, I have been feeling just better and better and healthier. And now, if someone put in front of me a big bowl of gummy bears, I wouldn't even want to eat them, because I know that if I did, in about an hour, I wouldn't be able to keep my eyes open. I'd be falling asleep. So I find that as you learn more and more how your body reacts to foods, it becomes easier and easier to eat a healthy diet, because you see how much more energy and how much more productive your life can be if you eat healthy foods. So there are some ways to overcome food cravings, and I'm going to take a look at two of the most common cravings people have and what you can do to overcome them. So the first one is fatty foods, and I'm thinking mostly of things like potato chips, French fries, onion rings, that kind of stuff. Now, not only are these things deep fried in fats, those are unhealthy fats that turn to trans fats, and we know that those are really, really bad for you. But these types of foods, because they have fats are very calorie dense. They have a lot more calories per gram than other foods, so you can pack in a ton of calories really easily without feeling it in your stomach. Your stomach will not be full, and you'll still be able to keep eating. So that's why you can get through like an entire bag of potato chips. It doesn't fill your stomach up, but it packs in those calories. And they also have a lot of salt on them. So all kinds of deep fried foods, they put a lot of salt on there. And if you have a plate of French fries and you're pouring the salt on and the vinegar and the ketchup and whatever, the salt in these foods actually stimulates your appetite. It stimulates the production of acid in your stomach, so it encourages you, it kind of eggs you on to eat more and more and more. So those foods are not good for you. And so if they are your comfort food, what you need to do is find a healthier alternative. Because if you can indulge in that craving without it being too unhealthy, then that's fine. Then you can feel good about yourself and have something healthy. So what I would suggest is, for those people, make something like homemade French fries. If you take some potatoes or some sweet potatoes, you just need a little bit of oil, like 1 teaspoon for 2 helpings or 3 helpings is plenty for French fries. Just rub it in with your hands, and that'll get it a lot more spread out. Sprinkle some salt on, some dried herbs, bake them, and you have a delicious and pretty healthy snack that can help satisfy your cravings. And even better, you can make an avocado dip with some whatever kind of seasoning you like. I really like chives and dill. And just blend it up with the avocado, make it into a dip. Dip your fries in there, so good. It'll help satisfy your craving for fatty foods, but in a healthy way with healthy fats. Avocado is a healthy fat. So the other major craving, sugary foods, and that is mine. I have a big sweet tooth. Now, luckily, these days, it's more about fruit for me. I love fruit. Fruit is a much better source of sugar and a much better way to indulge a sweet tooth than candy or cookies or chocolate or ice cream or any of that stuff, because those things have refined sugars which drain your body of B vitamins and other nutrients, but especially the B vitamins. And B vitamins are important for energy. So not only do you get that sugar high and then crash, but the B vitamins aren't there to help give you energy for the rest of the day. And not only that, but a lot of these foods also have a lot of fat in there, so you have the same problem with the calories, where you can eat a lot of calories and not really realize it. So for sugary foods, what I do is I eat fruit. And it is possible to overdose on fruit, but again, it's a much better choice than candy. And some other things you can do are make your own healthy cookies at home. You can even, Phil and I have been experimenting with making our own, we call it caroblet because we use carob instead of cocoa powder. You can make your own ice cream really, really easily by just freezing some fruit and then pureeing it. You would be so surprised at how creamy and delicious that is. And I have a recipe posted on my site if you want to check it out. Mango coconut ice cream. Really, really good. I have recipes for some of the other things I mentioned as well. French fries, avocado dip is on there. And I've got some gingerbread cookies and some oatmeal cookies posted up there. So go check those out if you want some ideas. And really the point I want to get across today is that when you have a craving for food, just think to yourself, is this really what I need right now? Or do you need something else? Like, do you need to go talk to your friends or take some time for yourself or something else? Or is it another food that's going to make you more energized or give you the nutrition really that you're looking for? So it's okay to slip up now and then, and that's fine. It's okay to have a treat. You shouldn't be so rigid in your healthy eating plan that you don't enjoy yourself. But when it gets to be a habit, that's when it's not good. So just be conscious of what you're doing and try to look at the long-term effects. The more and more you look at the long-term results of how your body reacts to food, the easier it's going to be to eat healthier. So I want to know from you guys, what do you do to help with your food cravings? Let me know. I'd be curious, and I'm sure other people can benefit from your ideas. So post down below in the comments, and I will see you guys next time.